He's all going. I know there's no one in here, but like when this gets defeated, there'll be someone watching it. So he's all going. Craig Catfish Cave, how you going, mate? Jared Squires, Upside Nay. What is crack-a-lackin', people? Simon Volkmar, Red Ride, Trevor Smith, all the legends are here. How you going? How you going? Valium, how you going, mate? JP, Jed. Hey, are you the Jed I know? Dribbler, Harley Selby, Colin, Oscar Dalton, Peter McPhee, Yaska, Justin Whitcomb. Hello, everyone. Hey, so can you guys hear me through my microphone here? Can you guys hear that better? I connected my DJI microphone. Better? Yeah, I forgot. I put my jacket on over it, so my jacket was sitting over it. Yeah, pretty good, thank you. Gunhead, how you going? Yaska, legend. Yeah, hey, I can't bloody, this is not a bloody promotion, but I can't shout out this microphone enough. DJI Mic Mini 2. So they're fairly good price too. You get 2 microphones with it, so you can give one to whoever or whatever. But yeah, you guys paid for this. True story. Every single cent I make off YouTube goes straight back into my YouTube. I learned that design off someone else who does that. Very big YouTuber in America. Susan William, how you going? I'm very hard to hear. Can everybody hear me all right? If you guys can hear me fine, can I just get a thumbs up? We pay for the jacket too, or is it an overcoat? No, so it's a jacket, and I've had this one for a few years now. I only just got it back last week, that's all. A bit muffled. All right, hang on. Is that better? Quieter than usual? All right, wait. No microphone. What about that? Do you know why though? I think it's because I had it hooked up through the AUX instead of Bluetooth, and it just because I ran out of time. All right, here's me thinking, oh yeah, use the new microphone, sounds much better. I'll just give it a big shout out, and it sounds like. All right, what's happening anyway, peoples? How's everyone liking the way that we've got the page going at the moment? Trying to build a bit of a structure so it's easier for you guys to understand, and pretty soon we'll have more than like a weekly roster. We'll have, so you guys know what's going on throughout that month. What's the best joke I can remember from jail? And mate, your page is going thick. Thank you, mate. The best joke I can remember from jail. You know what? Every single time I get put on like the spot to remember a joke, I can never remember them. But if it's just me having to like do it, they just pop up. It's really weird. Oh, thank you. Thank you everyone for the awesome feedback. So guys, you know, feedback is very important to me, and it should be very important to every creator. And I take constructive criticism quite well. I'm pretty thick-skinned, so any feedback you guys have got, I love it. Thank you so much. Evie, how you going? AB, what are you doing, Abe? I think so, Craig. You're right, mate. Here's mine. Lady had a baby. Doctor comes in and says, I got good news and bad news. The bad news is it's a redhead, but the good news is, I can't even, so I'm not even going to read that out. Yeah, very good though. You know I am a ranger, right? The beard gives it away. Although my hair at times does not look like I'm a ranger, I sparkle in the sun. I am as ranger as they come. Ginger Springs and all. Just blame your MS and not remembering a joke. You know what, bro? I kind of do anyway, because it's pretty much true. Like where my MS affects me. So MS affects your central nervous system, right? Just a quick rundown. And so you get what's called demyelination, which is basically lesions on your central nervous system, right? And so where mine affects me is right at the top of my spine here and at the base of my cerebellum, which is right where your memory is. Yo, Biff, just dropped a bar just then. Mark Davis, how you going? Who's got some questions? Who's got some questions? Hey, let's hear everyone's. I just need, so for those of you who do gaming, right? I'm after a new gaming setup PC. Who do you think would be the best people to go through? Like I've seen a lot for, you know, Aftershock and Radium. I want a good one, you know, like not that my PC isn't good, it is, but like I want just one PC for my YouTube and one PC for gaming. And like this PC is packed with stuff. Hey, hang on, I think, oh no, it's not doing the same thing. Oh no, it's not. Aftershock, yeah. Yeah, look, I'm a console man too, right? But the truth is, like, what I do now and stuff, like, I use my PC more than ever, and, like, I really need a good one. Do you write everything down to keep your self-organized? 100%. So I'm a bit of a, like, I guess anyone could, like, reason with what I'm about to say. So obviously spending so much time in prison, I am still in a very lot of ways very institutionalized, and very institutionalized people are pretty clean. And so also very organized, you know. Actually, so I actually spanned my manager out tonight. So as you guys know, AB is my manager, and he asked me to like start giving him a bit of a calendar, and like I started just reeling it off the top of my head, and he's like, bro, did you just keep that in your head? And I'm like, well, yeah, bro. Like I actually couldn't read and write until I was 28 years old. So keeping notes for me was impossible. Phones were, when you were younger, just weren't like they are now. So I just used to keep everything in my head. And it's only of late where like, it's my short-term memory that's affected. My long-term memory is pretty good. Custom made is way better. Yeah, look, I'm definitely going to get a custom one, 100%. Here's one you have heard of you guys getting locked up during winter to get a roof over your head. Yeah, so like 100%. 100%. You see it a lot. So many people, homeless people, come and get themselves locked up over winter. So they've got a roof over their head, so they've got meals, blah, blah, blah. So it's very common at the MAP, which is where everybody goes, to see people that have just come off the streets, like dead set, sleeping on the footpath at the MAP. I've seen it so many times. Question for you. Where is Tom Dominican now? Look, I'd love to answer that. Hey, Dancer, how you going? I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm not just saying that. Like, I really don't know. I'm going to take this bad boy off. What would you do if 3 lads came into your house with machetes? Well, I promise you right now, at least one of them's not leaving. At least one. I promise you that right now. I will go down defending my house, and I don't care about no castle fucking law, all that shit. I'm old school, you know what I mean? And I'll protect my house, and I will happily smile at the judge when he gives me a 10-year sentence for taking one out. I don't care. I don't plan on doing that, but that's just how it is, and that's a fact, you know what I mean? I've got family, so I will defend my family till the absolute death. Do you know what I mean? And ain't nothing gonna stop me from that. No prison sentence, no nothing. And that's not me. I'm not here trying to be a hero. I didn't say that. Someone asked me. Do you know what I mean? So like, that's just how I am. Like, and like some old habits die hard, and so I will forever, until I cannot move anymore, I will forever protect my family with whatever means necessary, you know. Is that another jacket? That why you look schmick? Yeah, well, it is. So, truth is, if you go back and have a look at my first YouTube videos, like my first 12 months of YouTube, I'm wearing that jacket a lot. So, truth is, I went camping and I lost it for like over 12 months. I was like, no. And then, yeah, we just had a brain fart that it might be in the swag, and that's where it was. Oh, thank you, everyone. You know what? Like I kind of although here's the truth, right? I shop at Kmart and op shops and shit like that. I used to waste all my money on brand names and bullshit like that. I don't do that anymore. So basically everything I wear is always like, I mean, other than my glasses and stuff like that because I need them. But it is basically from Kmart. I really don't care about anything else. But I always make a point that I will not leave my house, even if I have to take the bins out, without looking like a gentleman. Because at the end of the day, I'm a gentleman at the end of the day about everything, you know what I mean? And I like, especially when I do social media now, you know, like people will use that opportunity to snap photos and, but yeah, like it's just the way that I am, and like yeah, I always present myself as I am, which is a gentleman. Incognito, what's doing, Adelaide? Oliboy, Brolabo, Caliban, Yulabu, Alaban, Stalaban, Wallabat, Alaban, Salaban, Illabif, Yulabu, Dillabu, Malabad. How do you reckon old Mushroom Cooker will do in prison? Oh, I already know how she's doing in prison. So I still have contact, you know, although I don't meet with these people in person, you know, on social media and stuff like that. I still have contact with some people that are still in prison, and have contact with some people from the female prison world. And yeah, she's already been stamped out, and she's already been taken out of the yard, and she's already been put into the slot. So she actually stayed in the slot for the first few weeks because she's a high profile case, right? So everyone who's high profile and all over the news, there's no two ways about it. You go into the slot before you get out into the yard. It's so they can figure out what's going on. So as soon as they put her out, they put her straight back. That's what I'm told anyway. So yeah. Yeah, so that's not Aboriginal. So that can be called many things. That's called like bubble Latin, or it's not pig Latin, because pig Latin's like akfe, uye, anke. You know, I can speak it all. So a lot of people talk like that in prison, you know what I mean? But it's a language that's kind of dying off because now all the guards are onto it, you know what I mean? You can't think that you're going to make up a secret language that's been going around for so long that the guards aren't onto, you know? Do I reckon she will? Okay, lost boy. Sorry if I missed a question or something. Love the talk you did on Frankie. Oh, thank you. So yeah, he's one of my good mates, and actually passed away when I was in prison. But yeah, passed away at my partner at the time's house, and it's actually how I met my partner was through Frankie, to be honest. But yeah, I can't speak highly of that guy. Like, you know, like you hear stories, this and that, like crazy. He was, you know what I mean? But he was an absolute gentleman. In all your scraps, how do you rate city fighters versus country? Like, to be honest, bro, and I don't mean any disrespect, right? So please don't take this the wrong way if anyone does not live in the areas that I'm saying. But here's the truth, right? So I lived in the country for a little bit when I was very young, like in Benalla, and then I moved to Cranbourne, right? So I moved to the cities, you'll say, and you know, I spent my whole life fighting, unfortunately, and it's not something that I'm proud of, but it's something that happened, right? And so in my life, I've been asked this question a lot, right? And I 100%. So when I moved from the city back to the country when I was 15 years old, I realised very straight away. So my very first lunchtime of my high school in year 10, I had like 3 fights. And like that was just because of my last name, and I had family in that area that could fight. And yeah, so if you ask me, like I just think that like I don't know, it's a different style, you know what I mean? Like you don't really see like well back in the day the country boys weren't using weapons and this and that, but like always, you know, in the city they're kind of been very big, you know. Oh, you're at Frank. You're at Loddon with Frankie at 97. Oh yeah, nice. A good cook, eh? Always runs the kitchen wherever he is, no matter what. Yeah, I think you're right too. Look, and I mean no disrespect to that, and I just think that like also like you just said, like country kids box. It's something that all country kids do is go to boxing, and this is something that I want to try and like get out there. Like these youth clubs and stuff that were around when I was so believe it or not, I actually went to a police boxing gym. So the people that ran my gym were cops. And so one of the detectives ended up being my worst fucking enemy, and like he just hated it because I could punch his head in when I was 16 years old, and just hated it and hated me and hated my family. And but yeah, you know, everyone does boxing and that kind of thing in the country, and I just think this is something that needs to be brought back. Like I would really like, I'm actually speaking to another creator about it now, about, you know, making, you know, off social media, doing something off social media that's going to help our youth. And I 100% think that like there's that many youth out there right now. Thank you, Dancer. Thank you. There's yeah, that many youth out there right now that are yearning for something like this. And I mean have stuff like, you know, like boxing gyms and recording studios and all this kind of shit. What the youth are into. And I think that's what I need to work on, something like that. And I'm actually speaking with someone in the background about it now. Dancer says, Biff, what's your opinion on white power nationalists marching in Melbourne in recent times? It's becoming more frequent and bigger numbers. So, all right, the Clippers will be having a field day with this one. So, like, if you ask my personal opinion, I myself am very like multicultural. Although, like, you know, I was probably brought up by the wrong people to be a little bit racist, but it actually pushed me in the direction of not being racist. And so, as a fact, I don't know if any of you guys know this, but a few of you guys might, but I actually was one of the founding members of the Southern Cross Soldiers, right, which was always in the paper deemed as a white nationalist because like our gang clothes said Southern Cross Soldiers, and then on the sleeves it said Aussie Pride, right? And so for me, it was all about being an Aussie and having Aussie pride, right? So the truth is, a lot of our gang members were like everywhere. Do you know what I mean? And so from everywhere, and we always used to get the label that we were a white nationalist crew, and we weren't like that. You know what I mean? And so, if you ask me, right, and here's the truth, right? So some of them guys marching right now, a few of them are probably watching this, to be honest. But some of them people were in my gang, right? And so I was the president of that gang. And so I actually walked away from that gang because it became something that I didn't want it to be. And so when I walked away, a lot of people walked away. A lot of people tried to push it and keep it going. But the truth is, you know, like someone lost their life. Tyler Cassidy was 16 years old and lost his life. The police shot him, you know what I mean? That was someone from my crew. And like, I've never spoken about this Tyler Cassidy shit, you know? And if you guys know, you know that like the guy produced a knife, he was just a kid and the police shot him dead, you know? And yeah, but look, I'll tell you what you can do. If you guys join the Discord, tonight, I will drop some photos that will be first time that you can't see these photos anywhere else. So I'm not going to be posting these photos on any social media other than my Discord. And it'll explain a little bit more about my guys, about me to you, about myself to you guys. What did I miss? What did Dancer say? 100%. Look, our diggers did fight the Nazis, and look, like, so I'm all about our diggers, and I've got a lot of Aussie pride. Do you know what I mean? And you know, quite often as a youngster, it got taken as having like white pride. Do you know what I mean? Which is nothing like that at all. And yeah, that's the truth. Like, I just don't agree with the message that they're sending, because here's the truth, right? It doesn't matter. Especially coming from someone like myself who's come from a fucking shit background, and everyone, like, I've got 102 people in here right now listening to my story because they like my redemption story, right? So I'm someone that's like come from that. So I've got to understand it from a different level, but also I think they're going the wrong way about it. There's good and bad in everyone, right? So you can't just sit down and point to a culture or a race and say that every single one of them is bad, right? Because we all know that's not true. Even the most racist people in here, right? Please keep it to yourself. But like, you guys know that, like, it's not every single one of these people that are making the problem worse. And it's like, you can't say, and the truth is, if you want to point out, if people want to point out what's going on in society, right? I'm an Aussie. I can say we have as much bullshit in our Aussie, Anglo, white, Saxon society than any other fucking society, you know? And yeah, for anyone that just missed out, I don't know how to do it while I'm on my phone. But yeah, AB keeps dropping the link for my Discord. So if you guys want to see that first only photos, that's what you have to do. And so this is the shit that the newspapers try and get out of me. And I need you guys to know. I know very recently I posted a video saying I'm about to do a podcast series with a certain newspaper. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore because the truth is, they talk to me in a podcast, and then they take what I say in that podcast and they make a story out of it how they see fit. And so you guys know, I never ever talk about my bike club because you guys all know who it is anyway, right? But I don't do it on respect for them. You know what I mean? And these friggin' newspapers keep saying it, and like, yeah, the truth is, all of those people in the newspaper world and stuff like that were trying to use me for their own good. And like, yeah, I ain't no one's patsy, I'll tell you that. Hello, Mumsy. Everyone say hello to my mum. I can see you already are. And look, right? if you want to send a message, like the only message that sends when you're walking through the street with hundreds of people with balaclavas on, for one, right? If you're proud of what you're fucking standing up for, be a fucking man and show your face to the fucking world. Don't hide behind a fucking mask and scream out all these racist rants like you're some fucking hero that you ain't. You know, that's all I've got to say about it. Like, for me, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be something, you stand on your own 10 feet and you stand up for what you believe in. If that's what they believe in, to the fact where they have to walk down the middle of Melbourne with hundreds of them, well, it just shows their message clear. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, Justin, anything to sell a paper. And yeah, so I kind of got backdoored. As you guys know, yous are the ones that told me. I didn't even know. You guys are like, oh yeah, read your newspaper article today. And I was like, oh yeah, it came out a couple of weeks ago. And then everyone kept on saying, nah, bro, you had an article on you today. Backdoored on every angle. 100%, bro. If you're standing up for a cause, show your face, put your face to it. Otherwise, it means nothing. Like, you just look like hoodlums. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, your message is wrong. You're one step from walking through the street with guns in your hands and like, yeah, I just think that stuff can always end up bad. Oh, thank you, bro. But I did disconnect. Oh, hang on. Can you guys hear that better? I actually think it's connected by Bluetooth. Can you guys hear that better? Oi, text you big bloody legend. Oi, AB, I seen you write a big comment before, bro, and I missed it. I can't find it. No different? All right, sweet. The best thing is you're a natural entrepreneur and you have a natural business instinct, so no one will profit from your story, your hard-earned life, except you. 100%. Thank you, bro. Guys, the best manager in the world right there, I'm telling you. Like, that guy blows my mind every day. It's crackling? It shouldn't be crackling. All right, hang on. Just in case, if the screen goes black for a sec, I'm still here. I'm just turning my Bluetooth off. All right, I'm here. I'm here. All good? Sweet as. Oi, Incognito with the bloody $40 super duper chat. Oi, thank you, Incognito. You absolute bloody legend. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you, legend. Do I still get tattooed? Right, watch this. I tattoo myself. Ta-da! That's my tattoo setup there. So I'll show you. If you guys haven't followed me on TikTok, although I don't do TikTok much anymore, I still do it. But I do have videos on there of tattooing myself. So I re-outlined this whole arm on live. So I re-outlined that whole arm myself. See how it's got fresh, dark outlines? I think that's pretty good doing it myself. I like this one. Yeah, thank you, Incognito, you bloody legend. I already have made a video on making a jail gun, but I'll make another one if you want, and I'll let you. It's just, I don't know, the guidelines are getting funny, so like I don't know if they're gonna like let me show me tattooing on a made gun. They're really funny about certain things. Steve C says, was sort of part of a white group when I was younger, but when I saw leader throw an elderly black lady into the street off a bus, damn, that's hectic. Yeah, so I don't stand for that shit. Oi, Glenn Reed, you freaking legend. Thank you, bro. I would reply, but I don't know how to do it. If it was on my PC. Oh, yeah, nice. So I have it out. I have it out because I did plan on tattooing I'm going to start tattooing my leg. I want to do my whole leg. Righto, let's get some questions. Who's got some questions? So I actually taught myself how to tattoo in prison. So, I mean, yeah, that's how I learned. So this whole arm pretty much is jail tats, as you can tell. Shonky outlines, this and that. My kids' names on my hands. My whole left leg is prison tattoos. Obviously, my teardrop and that. What else? You'd actually laugh if I showed you what was on my chest. Yeah, so that's the truth too, bro. And like I think it happens to a lot of people. Nah. So AB, I turned Bluetooth off, bro. What's your thoughts on what happened with the Oi! My God, can we talk about that? Oh my God, did you guys see what happened last night? So a homeless guy has decapitated somebody, put the head on a stake out the front of the house, and then went in there and then took out the pregnant wife too. Both people gone. What's my thought on that? I think that is absolutely 100% putrid. And I can guarantee you right now that homeless guy will get taken off the yard as quick as his feet hit the floor. I promise you. Every single person in that yard when he rocks up is going to have the same thought as me, and that guy is going to get 100%. That guy's gone. Yeah. I know. I didn't want to go into too much detail because I don't know what I can and can't say, but like, yeah, very, very pregnant. Did you see all the shit that he wrote all over the house? Said like karma, enough is enough, like spray painted the whole house. Wow. Do you have any videos of B-Town and your time there, right? Bow Desert? Nah, bro. When I talk about B-Town, if you ever hear me say B-Town, I'm talking about Benalla. Oh, Evie, it's absolutely terrible. Like, that is like the most abhorrent thing. It's just putrid. So that guy will go down actually for a triple one. So he'll go down for all 3 lives that were taken. Even though that baby's incognito, it's still a life, and 100%. What about that? That's crazy as well. What about the nitazines in the vapes? Like vapes, they're finding like people are having like 3 puffs of vapes and dropping dead. Be careful, guys. This nitazines in the vapes is a big thing too. It's a drug debt text. Damn. Bro, come on. Like, that's like, I've had people owe me massive amounts of money, bro. And like, they're, although like at times things got hectic, they never ever went in like one way, shape, or form in that direction nearly. Do you know what I mean? It's just not, yeah. Oi, that's the truth, right? And someone said people are cooked nowadays, and that is the absolute truth. People are cooked these days, and it's 2025. All you have to do is take a walk down any high street of the town you live in, and you will see one or two, I don't know, dancing, fucking looking for fucking gold in the cracks in the road, like crazy shit. Yeah, you know, the old honor amongst thieves, so to speak, is gone now. You know what I mean? It's long gone. Yeah, like the morals are out the windows, and like you know that's why a lot of people like myself are walking away from this life is because it's just fucking bizarre. It's like there's no rules, and like prison's just as bad, probably worse actually. And you know, I said to myself because I've said it many times, you know, I ran a Suboxone habit in prison, like 90% of the population does. And I said to myself, when the time came where I could walk out into the yard to go and find one deal of Suboxone and come back with 10 deals of ice, jail was finished. And that's what it was like in the end. You've got like, you know, every second person's got it. Yeah, it's gone now, isn't it, Craig? Keeping your circle small, quality over quantity, 100%. Do you remember the old guy that used to get on the train at Westall with two perfectly trained shepherds? Hey, I've been on that train line many a times. That's the Pakenham line, eh? Spent a lot of time in those areas. Wait, what did I miss? What did someone say to my mum? Wait, what did someone say to my mum? Let's just not go there, yeah? My mum is my mum, and like I respect my mum more than anyone on this planet. So this shit won't be tolerated. And 100%, I don't know what was said. I don't know what was said, and it's probably a good idea not to tell me what was said. But like that shit won't be tolerated. I don't care. You can say whatever you want about me. That's your own. But don't come on here and think that you're gonna like. You know what I mean? My mum's going through enough right now to have to worry about something like that. Anyway, moving on. But thank you, mum. All right, I'll move on. Yeah, all right. Anyway, moving on. Hey, Biff, would you do a video on Chris? Nah. Look, so like, yeah, I just don't do videos on people like that are still alive and um, have their own story to tell. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I just nah. Certain things, I just, you know what I mean. It's smarter for me to like beeline away from it. You know. Hey, mum, everyone's got your back. What do I think about? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if like. Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, Simon. Maybe. It kind of sounds like you've put like two names together that you know I know. You know. And you know what, Mumsy? They love and respect you back. That's why that all just happened. Thank you, Dancer. Thank you so much. Yeah, look, guys, we've got 148 people in here. I know it's a different place on every single person's phone, but somewhere in this screen, there is a like button, the thumbs up button, not the heart button, the thumbs up button, right? We've got 140 people in here and 39 likes. Do you reckon we could at least get another 30 or 40 likes? That would be absolutely awesome. There you go, boof. Another 20 straight away. Mad Charlie would be a good vid. Yeah, definitely. Definitely doing one on Mad Charlie. Douche 66, let's go. I often get asked about my tattoos. Oh yeah, I used to live in the Bronx, mate. What just happened? How am I doing that? Yeah, my tattoos, they're funny. Obviously, if I was left-handed, I'd fix this one up like this one. Why is it doing that? Stop. Is that screen getting... It's doing my head in. Stop. What sort of drone do you have? Do you want to see my drone? Do you want me to show you guys? Oh, yeah, I could like... Do you want to see my drone? All right, let's have a look. You're lucky because I just... Oi, Cyborg Boxing, you absolute bloody legend. Introduce the noose for child. Oi, bro, thank you very much for your awesome contribution, brother. As always, very much appreciated. But yeah, that's the only thing that I think capital punishment should be brought back in for. All right, so obviously, like my microphone, I have a DJI mic, but mine's not as big as bloody TJ's awesome one. But it goes just as far and does everything, but this is my little beast here. So this goes 10 kilometers. Believe it or not, this little thing goes 10 kilometers. Oh, when the guy at JB Hi-Fi said that, I was like, sold. But yeah, look, we'll show you the drone. Get the drone out. So this is one of the lightest DJI drones you can get. I'll take this off so you can see the camera. Like you can see, they really put a lot of effort into their cameras as well. Like that's a pretty decent camera. But yeah, that's my drone there. So yeah, this little thing goes 10 kilometers. Like, blows my mind. So when I went to Tasmania and went to Port Arthur, obviously I was a little bit surprised that you couldn't get into anywhere at Port Arthur, but this did. Got in everywhere at Port Arthur. 10 kilometers away, I'm standing there watching everything on my phone going, this is awesome. So if you want to know what it is, it's a Mini 2. No drone drops. Yeah. I know. I did make some funny videos at one stage. I actually took my drone and took it down the main street of Shepparton and then took it to McDonald's, and it's pretty funny. I just wanted to prove my kids that it would go that far, and it did. Yeah, so, all right. I'll give you a little setup show. So what I generally film with is not what I'm filming with now. So obviously I use 2 different kinds of cameras. So I've got a Nikon DSLR which I use. But what I use of lately, what I usually film all my stuff with is this little beast right here. So this is a GoPro Hero 12, and this shoots everything in 4K, and yeah, he's awesome. Hooks up to your microphone, stuff like that. But I actually film all my podcasts on this. But the next thing I do buy, I am going to be buying a proper podcast camera, because yeah, you just can't get all the angles and shit that I want with that. Obviously there's my bloody that's a automatic handle for it where you can press record and stuff like that. And I've got the best selfie stick in the world. This thing just doesn't stop growing. Watch this. There's 1 bit, 2 bits, 3 bits, 4 bits, 5 bits, 6 bits, 7 bits. That's touching my roof. Look. It is the best thing ever. So, another shout out for DJI. This is a DJI Action selfie stick. And then, yeah, obviously I've got my microphones, what I use, podcast microphone. I seen someone ask how much for a podcast camera. Probably, I don't know, somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500. Which camera would I buy? I don't know. So here's the thing, right? I need a camera that can shoot a podcast, but I can take out on like take away and shoot with it away. So, you know, I mean, something like an EOS or something like that. A Sony, yeah. Oh, that's what I was about to say, Darren Newitt, you absolute legend. I was literally about to say the Sony ZV. Thank you. Oi, Mike Winks with the bloody $5 super duper chat. Oi, what happened? Sorry about that. I pressed the wrong thing. Bloody legend. So the only thing is, right, I don't know with you guys, right? So like so obviously, and I've got a, do you guys know what a Camlink 4K is? So anyway, it's what you plug into whatever you're plugging your camera into, so you get, you know, the best sound quality, the best. And I use a Camlink, an Elgato Camlink 4K. I've got 2 of them. Roy says, I commented yesterday about the podcast Chopper wanted me to send from the UK. I honestly can't remember if he was Chopper then. I always knew him as Mark. Oi, bro, that's a crazy story. Bro, I'd actually like to at some stage get you on here and tell that story. That's a pretty fucking cool story you told me. Biff, there's a ton of the right podcast cams out there for sales nowadays. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's something that I'm going to look into. But obviously for me, right, because like I'm a YouTube hobbyist, full-time hobbyist, you know, obviously I want the best quality for you guys, yeah? So, you can be making good content and have a shit microphone and a shit camera, and people aren't going to watch it. People aren't going to want to watch it. So, yeah, that's why, like, every single bit of money that I make on my YouTube gets put away and only gets used for YouTube. And so my mum will give you a double thumbs up and tell you, because I use my mum as a bank because I don't trust banks. But every bit of money that I make from YouTube gets put away and gets put back into YouTube. And yeah, like I said, like, wait until I've got my license back. Oh my God, mate, I've got so much shit to give you guys. Like, it's going to be massive. Thank you, looking over hell. Oh yeah, $1,000. That's pretty good. I said to my mum yesterday, I said I'm taking $1,000 and I'm buying a podcast camera. See my mum, she says, yep, I get all his money. That's how you know I trust my mum more than anyone on this planet. Oh, absolutely. I'm a hobbyist. I am a YouTube hobbyist. Oi, bro, I'm telling ya, like, I'll be straight up with you. I lost my license for the most bullshit reason. So I've made it quite clear that I'm on medicinal marijuana. And if you read the Herald Sun lately, they'll make it quite clear that I'm on medicinal marijuana. But so until recently, they only brought out recently that medicinal marijuana patients can't get done for drug driving. And so I had the same cop get me 3 times in 3 weeks, and I lost my license for 3 years. Bullshit. And so now that law's been amended. Oh, and should I say, actually, I'm not going to lie, right? So I did use money on getting my top teeth fixed. And I will be spending money on getting my bottom teeth fixed. I mention it a lot. I do have a complex about my teeth. And so, true story, my mum will tell you, I did pay for my teeth to get fixed already. That's why I've already got my top done and not my bottom. And the fucking guy closed the surgery down, and I lost all my money. I didn't get my bottom dentures, so yeah, that sucked actually. When do I get it back? So I can get it back now. I've just been flat out doing YouTube, I suppose. That's all good. Your face is currency. That's a good way to look at it, Yaska. Oi, bro, teeth are not cheap, brother. Teeth are not cheap. Trust me, I got a whole fucking back to front. And I promise you, they're expensive. So the thing is, right, you know what pisses me off too? Like, I always get people, like, you always get the odd comment saying people about me being a crackhead. And if you guys know, I fucking hate that drug. What actually made me lose my teeth and make my teeth rot was Suboxone. So it actually makes you dry mouth and blah, blah, blah. Same kind of shit, but yeah. Oi, TJ, you bloody legend. How do I miss that? Oi, TJ, let's let everyone know. So tomorrow, I don't know. I can't see because I'm on my phone, so I can't read my message. But tomorrow night, TJ will be live, and I will be live with TJ. Oi, Mike Winks with another bloody $5 super duper chat. Proud of what you have achieved. Keep up the good work. Thank you, mate. What are you doing, TJ, you legend? Yeah, Mike Wink's making it rain. Doing these ones. Oos. Hey Biff, if you want some help, mate, I'm happy to work with you, mate. I'm a programmer, editor, etc. And I love helping out people like you, bro, with a message. How can I email you? So, Darren Newitt, my email is connected to, if you go to my, it says in my channel, it says like, just says something like the channel page or something. What does it say? Hang on. That's not good enough. Sorry. I can't just say that. That's not good enough. Wait, I'll tell you exactly what it says. But if you go to my channel and you click on there, it'll say links and it'll have like my Discord, my merchandise store, my email, and my tips. So a lot of people ask. So a lot of people don't know that YouTube take 25% of all the gifts you get. So a lot of people had asked me if I could put a tips part in my bio like other YouTubers has. So that way they can just give me 100% of, and so wait, just know that I'm not sitting here asking for money, which is 100% against what I do. I am absolutely 100% appreciative of all you guys and what you do. But yeah, I'm not sitting here going like a TikToker going, oh, glasses. Oh, a cowboy hat. Hello. Do you know what I mean? And thank you, Darren. Oh, thank you. Happy days. And thank you. So, like, the person who did send me a tip the other day blew my mind. And yeah, thank you so much. Like, you know who you are. You wanted to keep it like that. So, thank you so much. Just know big love from me. Guys, just know that when you guys are, really kind enough to don't donate me your hard-earned money, just know that every single cent, and I think, my YouTube page shows it over the last month and a half, 2 months, that everything goes back into it. I'm putting everything back straight into it for you guys. Oh, thank you, Incognito. Thank you so much. That actually, like I said, I love feedback's good for me. You know what I mean? What's the message lately, man? What's in the melon lately that is simmering to get out? I mean, I guess. Whoa, Mikey S with the bloody 79. Fuck me, Biff. I want to try and help you as much as I can. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Oi, Mickey S, you're a bloody superstar. Thank you so much, bro. That nearly knocked me out of my friggin' chair. Thank you so much, guys. Really, come on. And just know, please, guys, you don't have to do this, all right? Just know I'm not sitting here saying, you know what I mean? Please. I just don't want anyone to get the wrong message here. But please, I am so appreciative. Absolute legends. Oh, thank you so much, Incognito. But yeah, like I say in my videos every day, watch this space. I've got so much stuff that's going to be happening, and like, I'm pumping out new series every week. We've now just pumped out the Biff from the Vault. There's a, the video got as good as a response as I hoped, and so yeah, we're making that into a series now. And yeah, I'm not a big donor, and yeah, I'm just constantly always trying to better my page for you guys. So I don't want it to be a repetitive thing. I don't want this to be something that, you guys wake up tomorrow morning and go, oh, that's the same. You know what I mean? I don't want to be generic. I want it to be my page 100% genuine to me, but I want it to be unique in every single way I can. And like I said, when I get my license back, you guys fucking wait. Like, just wait to the things that I've got teed up. Like, yeah. Oh, thank you, Mr. Binks. Hey, XS, what are you doing, legend? I don't have to, but see you as mates, if that makes sense. Yeah, 100%. You're doing amazing work. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, mate. Oi, and I say it all the time, guys. I say it every time I go live. I say it on my videos. I honestly believe 100% that we are building the best community on YouTube right here, right now. And oi, Tyson, you bloody legend. I've never seen that one before. KO. I love that. Boosh. Oi, that is their first super on a live stream. Thank you, you bloody legend. Keep showing up, keep doing your thing, and mate, you will be something very special, mate. Trust me, Biff. The algorithm loves that, Biff, and you're growing a community. Oh, thank you. And that's what it's all about for me. And I think I've made it quite clear from the start that I don't want to be one of these dickheads who gets on here and glorifies the shit that I done. Because that is absolutely nothing what I'm about. You know what I mean? And so I love it that you guys understand my message, and I love it that you guys know that I have a message. And my message is I don't want your kids, I don't want my kids, and I don't want all these youth and the young men out in the fucking community seeing people like me as a token of like bad. You know what I mean? Like the young people did when I was like a criminal. People looked up to me for the wrong things, and like I was setting wrong examples. And so I've finally got myself to a place where I can set examples for people and give back to the community. Like, I don't want to sound like a preacher. I say this shit all the time. I'm not a preacher. I'm a prime example. You do exactly the opposite of what I did in my life, you're going to do well in life. You know what I mean? And like, that's my message. Just don't do what I did, because like you'll end up spending, this is the truth, you'll end up spending the majority of your life in prison if you're not a snitch. Thank you, Iru Hatore, for the bloody upper level 2 membership, you freaking legend. I lost my train of thought. Oi, thank you, MS. That's what it does to me. It does my head in. But also, I have ADHD, ABCD, DFG, AD, ABCD. I've got really bad ADHD, so yeah, it's fucked. I see something shiny and that's it. It's gone forever. Oh, thank you, Binks. Thank you. And yeah, you know, this is something we can all do, and this is my message. Like, and I wanted to see. And guys, please, if you guys haven't, and I think that maybe he's in the chat right now. So guys, as you will know, there's somebody now getting around the social media rounds that was from my same club, but was from a very much higher level in that club than I was. So if you guys haven't already followed Atsy's art. Oh my god. Fucking bad memory. I'm trying to give him a plug and I can't even remember the name of his name. But anyway, Atsy, he's the guy who just done the interview with I Catch Killers. Guys, you got to jump over there and follow him. Like, that guy's really, really putting out a message that needs to be heard. When you did the video with the Suboxone, it was hard not to take it. Yeah, bro, look, and like, you know, this is the risk that I've got to take when I do my message, but the truth is, that's absolutely what I don't want. YouTube channel is... Atsy the Art Crim. That's what his TikTok's called as well. Atsy the Art Crim. But his YouTube is just Atsy, you're right. But yeah, this guy, like, I actually sat on the phone with him for 2 hours the other day, and it was actually good to see two people from that life, which was like from the same club, like sit down and talk about our message and how important it is for us to not have the youth follow in our footsteps what we did and not set bad examples. Oi, bro, Atsy's a fucking legend, and you won't meet like many people like Atsy. That guy is the real deal, 100% real deal, and it is very important to know that he does not glorify his life. And yeah. I read that comment, but I'm not going to read it back. But yeah, look, I don't know if you guys know, but there was talk about 12 months ago. That person you were just talking about, the other creator, was putting out that he wanted to have a boxing match with me, and I'll put my hand up straight away. I will never get called out by like that and not put my hand up, especially if it's for a good cause to spread my message. Bro, I'll fight anyone. Respectfully, I mean, you know. Thank you, Tyson, for the bloody $2 fucking... I can't tell the difference on my screen between a super chat, a super like. I just call them all super dupers. Thank you very much, you absolute legends. Was he on? Yes, he was the guy that was on I Catch Killers podcast. Yes. Oi, let me tell you something, right? So for all you people that are battling with Suboxone right now and trying to get off Suboxone, let me tell you something. So when I was battling with that same thing, and I still done the same thing when I got out, right? I was still smoking Suboxone, yeah? And I never really talk about this, but this is how important my message is, right? I don't care. I'm putting myself down to where I was to let you guys know what can happen, yeah? And so anyway, Suboxone is an opiate. It's addictive, right? And I couldn't get off it. And someone told me about Sublocade, right? Which is an implant that gradually puts Suboxone into your body, right? And so you get that once a month. And then when you decide to get off it, so not like methadone, not like Suboxone, there is absolutely zero withdrawal. I'm telling you, this is the way to go, people. Needs to up the YouTube present. Yeah, look, I know the person you're talking about, and look, you'll never ever hear me talk down about another creator, yeah. But yeah, I think consistency is key, you know, with everything in that, you know. Also, guys, sorry, fuck, so rude. If you guys haven't already followed TJ, guys, please, all you guys that haven't already followed TJ, that guy has got to be the hardest worker on friggin' YouTube. He is good at what he does, and I love what he does, and I love what he's like all about Melbourne, and I love that. And like his content is like not much can add up to that, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you guys haven't already, jump in there and follow TJ. The guy's a friggin' legend. Love his work. Also, get in there, follow Cyborg Boxing. That guy's a friggin' legend too. And yeah, if you guys love boxing, that's the guy to follow. No worries, bro. You know what? I thought about before TJ, and then like I lose my train of thought very easy, and then yeah, and then I was like, oh my god, I haven't given TJ a shout out yet. So sorry, bro, but yeah, you know I love you, brother. I got off Oxy Cold Turkey. Yeah, look, I have done it before. Why are you doing that? Stop. What? Oh, there we go. I don't fucking know. That does my head in, that thing. Wait, hang on. That's better. Wait, what do all these things do? Oh. Oi, good on you, Cyborg. Sorry, I got sidetracked. See how easy I get sidetracked? But thank you so much. Hey, do you guys mind? Do you guys mind if I go and get my dinner and just eat it on the side here? I'm absolutely starving. Franco Cozzo. Grand sale, grand sale, grand sale. Corner of Branzekora and Futterskrai. Grand sale, grand sale. All right, I'll be right back. Can you hear my dog sloshing himself? That's what I call it. There's no more. There's 1 in 2 Sekunden. She can't come over here. All my equipment. Move. Move, buddy. Not food for you, again. Have you guys seen my dog before? Hang on a minute. No. Wait till you see the size of this dog. Yeah. 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 Speak. Yeah. No, come here. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. No, that's mine. Hey, someone's right onto me. Happy days, you're onto it. Happy days. I do train my dogs with German, yes. Do you know what I just said? Oh, that dog weighs 80 kilos. Bang, just went on 80 kilos. Nah, so he's not, guys. So he's an American Bully XL. Oi, I'm not joking. It costs more to feed my dog every day than it does me. Oh, yeah. I train my dogs like that. So somebody can't just walk up to my dog and, do you know what I mean? You could walk up to my dog and try and give him food. He won't take it. He will not take it. Oi, I've got a pocket bully as well. So, Nate, I swear to God, I imported both my dogs, and so my pocket bully is the granddaughter of Godzilla, the $1 million bully. I was the last person in Australia to get a pup from that dog. Also, if I'm with my dog, you will not be able to pat him unless I say so. And like, I don't let anyone pat my dog. Like so many people come to me when I'm walking him and they're like, "Oh my God, your dog's beautiful. Can I pat him?" And I'll say, "Look, respectfully, but no, you can't touch my dog." Like, and they say, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because he's well trained and like." Look, let me show you how big this dog is. Just wait a sec. All right. Here's your boy. Little boy. Yeah. Yeah. Speak. No, not knuckles. Speak. Good boy. Speak. Good boy. Oh, he's big, eh? Big boy. He's a good boy. Oh, that's a good boy. Knuckles? Good boy. Oi, TJ's just said, Biff, I need you to give you a ghost tour. So a lot of you people might not know this, right? And I keep it pretty dark, but I am still to this day, as far as subscribers go, on TikTok, Australia's #1 largest ghost hunter, right? That's what I did before I did my YouTube. I'll show you my ghost hunting shit. Move. No, Zeus. That's fine. You sit down, Father House. 1 second. No, mate. Just some of my equipment. That's an EMF reader. That's a Quake pod. Anyone know what that is? That's a parapod. That's a spirit box. Yeah, I used to do ghost hunting all the time. That's actually how I got into my YouTube. It's a funny story, actually. So I used to do ghost hunts live on TikTok, and I used to get all these trolls come on and say, oh, you know that Biff's done like 14 years jail, he's a violent person, he's an ex-bikie. And so I just started telling my story myself. Like, if people were going to come on and like tell lies about me, I was like, and then everyone was like, bro, you've got to start a YouTube, you've got a story that needs to be heard. And that's how it happened. That's how we're here today. He's 3. Charlie. He's 3, mate. What would you do if someone came into your unit with terrorism charges? Well, here's the truth, right? Terrorists don't go to the mainstream. So, the only place I've ever seen being in the same place as the terrorists was in the visit centre when I was in the slot. My mum will tell you. So they used to have visits at the same time. Because I was in the slot, you're high profile, you've got to have visits at the same time. It actually got to the point where I said to the terrorists, stop picking the same time fucking visit as me, because he'd come out and then my kids would come out and they'd be scared. Like, and yeah, I was like, and then I got stuck in the where they take you back into, strip your overalls off and fucking search you and that, and I got stuck in the holding cell with him. And I sat there with him and I said, bro, how did you ever think that what you were doing was the right thing to do? And I'm talking about the guy that was going to blow up the MCG. And yeah, like just the way they talk and that, and yeah, security came pretty quick, but you know, it's easy for me to say, I wish I had done something, but, you know, I didn't. So, oi, Charlie, best ever. Biff, did you ever see the guy that drove up Burke Street Mall? So, I think I did. I think I did when I was at Port Phillip in Charlotte, and someone else said that he's here, and so I think, because if he's at Barwon, yeah. He's a lifer, right? So everyone like that goes to Barwon, yeah. And yeah. So everyone that needs to go to hospital or go to get something medical done always goes back to Port Phillip. Port Phillip is a transit jail. You know what I mean? And so. Yeah, I don't have a mad story about him, but yeah, like I seen him walk past. That's about it. And I called him a piece of shit and said that if I ever get my hands on you, but yeah, you don't. People like that, he'll never ever get out of the slot. Yeah, my mum just said, yeah, I took my mum on a ghost hunting trip to Tasmania. Hey, actually, would you guys be interested in? Obviously, I talk about jail and prison and that. So I right now, Mum, tell them what I've got the golden key to. Mum, tell everyone in the chat what I've got a golden key to in Tassie. Come do a Beechworth one with me? Yeah, I'll do it, bro. As a matter of fact, so the people that run the Beechworth one, Lantern Ghost Tours, so I can, yeah. If you guys go and have a look at my TikTok page, you will see. Because every time I've seen something, you would have been seeing something too because it was on live. So, yeah. My golden key. Yeah, all right. So this is going to blow your mind. So when I was doing my ghost touring, I got in contact with the lady that is the head of the Tasmanian Heritage Society, right? And so in Tasmania, if you guys go and Google it right now, how many heritage listed buildings there is in Tasmania, I tell you, there's over 1,800, right? And so that means Risdon Prison. What's the main town of Tassie called, Mum, where we went to that big jail? Hobart Convict Penitentiary. I've got access to that. Me and my mum stayed at Mum, where was that prison that we stayed? What was the name of that town? Oh, I literally just remembered that right now. I've got Launceston. Yes. I've got access to all these prisons. Would you guys like to see? I'll go back to Tassie and show you these joints. The Hobart Convict Penitentiary is wild. It is so crazy. That is where every single prisoner went when they got shipped from UK to Australia. So they would go to there first. That was the first point of call. Oi, I didn't even think about this. It literally just came to my mind just then. Oi, I have these people email me all the time saying, come back whenever, come back, you know. But me and my mum stayed in the old jail. And we had it to ourselves. When I say a golden key, these people literally give me the keys to these places and I can go there by myself. That's how much they trust me. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. AB, jot that one down, brother. Zeus, no more. No one wants to hear you licking yourself. No. No more. No. No, I'll put you out. Oi, Balim, you bloody legend. What's your thoughts on the bloke who brought a gun to the MCG? Why? They both got caught too, both of them that went there that night with a gun. I don't know. That was a very, very not smart move. Everyone knows that you're going to get wandered before you go in. Do I have many Tasmanian supporters? I do. So I've got a few from Tassie, actually. Biff's luck. He has a female cellmate. Yeah, it's his mum. Yeah. True. I'm probably one of the only people in history other than that time that's been locked up with their mum. I was born in Beechworth, Wangaratta Hospital. I could see the prison over our back fence. My dad used to say, if you mess up, you're going to end up there. Then we moved to South Gippsland. Oh, yeah. I remember the old Beechworth. I've been to the old Beechworth, and my brother actually spent a lot of time at the old Beechworth. And so, as I said in my Frank Waghorn video, that's where I met Frankie Waghorn. And, yeah, I was actually one of the first prisoners to go to the new Beechworth. That didn't last long, but I was literally ripping plastic off my bed. That's how I knew it was. I was one of the first 150 people to go there. Yeah, and I didn't last long. My mum told me that if I was a bad kid, yeah, oi, no shit. My mum will say, my mum's in the chat now, yeah. So my dad, looks like my cheek's getting swollen. Does it or not? Am I just tripping because my camera's on an angle? No. My dad asked my mum, so me and my brother, my dad used to drive us past Tirana and drop us off out the front and leave us there. But he'd be back. But it used to scare the shit out of us. I'm not joking. All right, Mumsy. I love you very much, Mumsy Moose. Oh, everyone. How good's my mum? Best mum in the world. I know everyone's mum's the best mum in the world, but yeah. Best mum. I only just found out that Tirana is a place. Yeah, so it's spelt with a U. Tirana. Oh, we used to cop it all. My dad used to, one time my dad dropped us off at Malmesbury as well. We were coming back from somewhere, I can't remember. Me and my brother were punching on in the back, like arguing, fighting. My sister always used to sit in the middle. My dad, my sister was a daddy's girl, you know, and so she was never in the wrong. We always used to get dropped off at places like that. Thank you, the profiler. Good to see you. Oh, you ended up in Malmesbury? 9 months? Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm just getting over this chest infection. I'll tell you what, you can still hear I'm a bit stuffy, like it's been horrible, I'll tell you what. Thank you, Andrew Smart. What are you up to, profiler? Oh, shit. I forgot to put my microphone in that back. So, yeah, other than me being stupid and not knowing how to set this up to my phone properly, when I use this with my GoPro, this DJI microphone, it's so fucking good. Do you ever think there is two-tiered system in policing? Men get more time than women, immigrants get less. You can look it up right now, right? So it's called a sentencing snapshot, yeah? All of you in the chat that's interested in this shit, listen to this. It's called a sentencing snapshot. So you can go, right? So use my charges, for example, yeah? When I done my 9 years, I was charged with intentionally caused serious injury, recklessly caused serious injury, and aggravated burglary and other fucking assorted scallywag behaviour, gun charges, use of a firearm in a public place, possession of a firearm in a public place. But anyway, if you use those charges and say sentencing snapshot for male and female, you watch, bro. It will blow your mind. So let's use murder as an example, yeah? Let's fuck my charges. Let's say murder, right? A female is only going to get 10 to 12 years, where a male's going to get 15 to 20. There's a big, big gap there. And so for my charges, I was looking at the prosecution asked for 14 years, yeah? But in that same bracket that I was in, if a female was to do those same charges, would get 6 or 7 years less than I got. And yes, immigrants do get less time because once you do your time, you're going home now. So that's why they get less time. So it's not like yeah. So it kind of is a bit of a two-tiered system. Looking into something at the Sydney airport at the moment. Oh, yeah. I bet you I know exactly what you're looking at. Does the guy's name have a Z in it? Profile is onto it. Oh, you need to start a YouTube channel. Legit. You know all that shit. You just need to fucking start a YouTube channel. Do I believe in aliens? All right. Now, hang on. I think, personally, have I ever seen an alien or anything? No, I haven't, right? But I think it's pretty naive to think that tens of thousands of millions of planets there is out there, that we're the only life form on one of them in a planet so far away. I think we're all educated enough to know that that can't be true. I will check my emails. What time is it in Australia? So in Victoria right now, it is, I can't even tell. Hang on. 9:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. $7:32 in Perth. I can't wait to get my teeth fixed, I tell you what. Yeah, 100%. Like, I think so. Like, and I think, you know, when presidents of countries are like releasing information that, like, well, let's just say they can't prove that it's anything else other than a UFO. And a UFO stands for an unidentified flying object. That's it. Doesn't mean it's an alien. I had one but was deceased, Biff. No one likes me. Too straightforward. No fucks given. Well, why don't you, do you want to jump on my page and have an interview and tell us about your stuff, what you do? That would be interesting. And I reckon let's get a thumbs up. Everyone give a thumbs up if they'd like me to get an interview with the profiler and have a chat about what goes on there with profiling. Well, every time I touch the screen, it makes it darker, lighter, darker, lighter. What is... Don't do that. What does that do? Yeah, look at that. We got a fair few thumbs up. Oi, Mr. Reese, how you going? Yeah, it does dancer, eh? I have noticed that too. See? Oi, look, profiler. That was if look, that's got to be at least 90% of the chat giving you a thumbs up right now. You tell me and I will make it happen. Wait for my next interview, guys. Just wait. So as I said, remember, this is how we go now. We're getting a bit of a structure. So every Monday night will be my interviews. So my interviews will be dropping every Monday. Every Tuesday will be Biff, like Chaos from the Vault, where I go deep diving using every bit of technology we have available right now to find all the footage that seems to be deleted off the internet and then giving my commentary on it and telling what I feel. That will be every Tuesday, Chaos from the Vault. Every Wednesday is what we're doing right now, live chat. But during the day from Wednesday to Sunday will be right now, we are doing my series, Underbelly's Most Feared. And so, yeah, that will be our next series. And then, I mean, that's our current series. And then when that's finished, when I get my license back, just wait. Just wait. I'm shy, but I'm so like fierce but shy. Thank you. No, that's all right. That's good. They're good qualities to have. What is your favorite color in Neapolitan ice cream? White. And like, I don't mean that in any other way than just the color, but. Wait, what am I missing? What happened, TJ? Lived in Woomera as a kid. So much sky action. Oh, yeah. I bet. Oi, white folks, you bloody legends. See you next time. All right, so, everyone, I usually do use StreamYard for my live. But, yeah, I was just swamped with stuff I have to do. All right, what's this 1v1? TJ, tell me, talk to me. I'm paying attention now. Sorry, bro, I feel rude. I'll tell you what, after hearing what I heard today about the vapes, I won't be buying another one of these. Like, obviously, I'm going to finish this because I'm not dead yet, obviously. What are we talking about here, TJ? Arm wrestles, fucking chook fights. Oi, bro, if you're battling me to a 1v1 on Call of Duty, I would applaud that. Yeah, same profile. I don't anything else, you know. Oi, look, I make no shame in it whatsoever. So I'm a gamer, and to be honest, gaming saved my life. Oh, Michael Chandler wants to fight you? Or 1v1, COD Blades only? Oi, did you hear that, AB? Oi, schmearzy lad. Oi, bro, jump on my disc. Oi, AB, can you please add a Discord link? Oi, bro, I will challenge anyone in the chat to a 1v1 with knives on Call of Duty. I guarantee you that is not the challenge you want to make with me. Oi, TJ, let's do it, bro. Everyone wants it. Nah, I don't play Fortnite anymore. It's too fucking childish. I can't handle these friggin' like kids that are pros at the age of 10. Like, you can't, yeah. Challenge accepted, TJ. Challenge accepted, mate. Oi, Val. We need to make an only knife team. Oi, you hearing me, AB? We have got enough knifers in here right now to run a whole team of knifers, bro. And the challenge is done. Biff versus TJ, 1v1, knives only. Fucking oath. I sent you a DM on Facebook a while back. Are you still there? I am, but send it again. But here's the truth, guys. I very rarely use Facebook. I can't. It's just too easy for people that don't know me to contact me. And so I really yeah. But if you want to contact me and you want to game with us, jump up into my profile, the channel there. You will see our Discord. Click that link and you will find how to join our gaming team. Shank sandwiches for everyone, Kano. Oi, profiler, the chat is still going. The chat is still going, saying how much they want to hear from you. We got to make this happen. Love your thoughts on my previous question about Grafton Prison. Ask it again, brother. I missed it. Or did I answer it? Feces book. Yeah, look. Do I play cards? Yeah, I do, bro. I do. What do you play, Franco? I bet you do play 41? Hey, can we get a thumbs up of anyone who knows how to play 41 in here? I believe the Lebos call it something else. Can't remember. Call it knifers for lifers. Oi, bro. Bro. My last name, I just changed it because I got in trouble for it, was Biff Will Cut Ya. I'm only 21. Oh, yeah, welcome in. 21. Have been in security for years, have been offered a job at Grafton as a prison officer. Are there any good ones? Oi, bro, like, if I'm honest, yeah, I would never ever suggest to anyone to become a prison officer, right? And here's why. Because, like, 50% of people who become prison officers turn into a piece of shit. And, like, you are hated. And so, from that point on, you got to realize, right? You're going to be going out with your family, your kids, your wife, your kids. And what happens? What happens when you're out at the market or something with your wife and kids and you run into a group of 5 crooks that you've been paid out on for the last 10 years and they want to get retribution? And it happens, I promise you. Mr. Quaz from Port Phillip Prison was kidnapped by one of the scariest prisoners in Victoria. And he was the supervisor, one of the highest up screws you can get. Crooks don't take shit. And if you want to fuck with them on the inside, they will fuck with you on the outside, bro. I promise you. I've seen screws' houses get, you know what I mean? So, look, I haven't played it in a long time. Forza. Franco Cozzo plays Scopper. Yeah, I think that's the same one. Y'all still there? How's prison food? Not too bad. Oh, there's no such thing as good prison food at Port Phillip, but every other jail that's a government prison has mad food. I knew once, Upside Nay says, I knew once an older woman who was an officer at the MAP around 2000 at the time. She reckons she was treated respectfully. Would that have been true? So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, you guys would have noticed that I had to take my, I've got to take a 30-second bit out of that, the map video I done on the map because there's, anyway, someone's put a privacy concern in and I've got to take 30 seconds out of it. So that's why it's not there. But here's the truth, right? So in the 2000s, yeah, so early 2000s, all female prison officers were respected. If you respected the crooks, yeah? But here's where they draw the line. You can't be a piece of shit to the crooks and think because you're a female that they're not going to do something. Like I have seen in my time, probably about 5 female prison officers spitting bubbles on the ground, snoring because they thought that because they were a female, they could do certain behaviors to certain people and they wouldn't retaliate. Because, like, although a lot of people respect the females, if you disrespect them, they will show you that, like, equal rights means equal lefts, you know? Oi, TJ, game on. I promise ya, I am never too far away from this bad boy. And yes, I've got a green controller. If I could have got a fucking bottle green one, I would have got that too. Because every time I look at it, it reminds me that I'm not going back to prison. TJ, bro, I'm a nerd. I'm a fucking nerd. I am. I don't care. I'm a nerd. Yaska's like, I'm neutral. I'm not picking sides. I'm here for both of you legends. I thought Melbourne wore blue. Females do. Females wear blue in Melbourne. But the males wear, so every prison in Victoria, males wear green unless you're in the slot. And then when you're in the slot, everywhere except for Barwon, you wear grey, a grey tracksuit. And then when you're at Barwon, you wear red. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put my little friggin' protector on my drone. All right. So, yeah, it's not as big as fucking TJ's bad boy of a drone. That thing's mad. But I love this little beast. It's all right. Even TJ was like, fuck, that's small, bro. But this one goes 10Ks. This thing here only weighs 2.63 grams. 263 grams, not 2.63 grams. That's very light. Oh, all right. So here's a bit of prison history for you. So someone just asked why they called them screws. Here's a bit of history for you. So back in the day, I'm talking UK days before everyone came over here as a prisoner, which is how our country started. So the handcuffs used to have screws in them, right? And so the way they used to lock them, they'd put like the D-shackle over your arm like that, and then they would put the screw through and lock you in. And then they would put the chains on them so you couldn't unscrew them. That's why they're called screws, because they used to screw those handcuffs in. So people will tell you 100 different stories, but I can fucking promise you right now that that is why they're called screws. Wazza says, night beef, got to drop the kid off at school in the morning. I don't want to jump off now. The girlfriend went, all right, sweet as Wazza, bro. I get it, bro. Trust me. But thank you, mate. Thank you for joining. And they attached you to walls as well. They did. They did. So back then they used to have the head and hand shackles. So they'd put your head through and then lock your hands down, and then you'd be locked in that bit of wood. I've bought and sold a few pairs of those old handcuffs. Oi, I wish I had a pair of those. Oi, you just gave me a new idea. Oi, guys, check out my merchandise store tomorrow. I'm about to drop like 3 new t-shirts. Yeah. Check out my Oi guys, you know that guy that went viral and he's standing there and he goes, I'm actually a level 8 turtle. I'm trying to get to level 9. So yeah, just remember that when you see my new t-shirt tomorrow. Yeah. New fluffy BDSM cuffs coming to Biff's store. Yeah, they'll say Biff on them too. Fluffy Biff cuffs. Hey, that's got a fucking ring to it. Oi, Craig. You know, I've never ever heard another person that wasn't involved with my club say that name. So that's what the character is on my old club's patch from that cartoon. The Wizard of Id. What happened? Wait, we still live? Yeah, we're live. Can you tell us about the scars on your chin? Which one? The scars on my neck. So this big scar, it's hard to see now because it's covered by that. But you can see the pink of it. Goes right across there. So that was from when I am one of the only people on the fucking planet who's jumped into a prison to get away from police. So I jumped into Pentridge Prison. I didn't mean it, admittedly. I did not know I was jumping into Pentridge Prison and I nearly broke my legs. But yeah, the cops did that to me. So they were looking for me for ages. They couldn't get in there. They had to get the Pentridge people to open the gate because I was inside. And anyway, they pulled their guns on me, told me to get on the ground and put my hands on my head. I got on the ground at gunpoint, my hands on my head like a dickhead. I just jumped into Pentridge Prison like an idiot. And Kano. And when I was laying there with my hands on my head, the cop ran up and just went boot and kicked me straight under my chin, split my chin right open and kicked 6 of my teeth out in one go. Boof, gone. I used to hate it when people say that, but I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't care now, but yeah. Oi, where's AB? All right, guys, I am going to be jumping off in 7 minutes. So if you guys have got any questions you want me to answer in the next 6 minutes and 6 seconds, we will do that. But after this, I will be in the Discord. And if you guys want to come and game with us, come and game with us. We're good. I'm pretty good. Like, I know people say they're good, you know what I mean? But we've got a good team. And like, anyone can come and play with us, guys. Oh, I'll tell you something as well, yeah? You should always look after your equipment. Like, look at this. Still got fucking tags on it and everything. Like, you should always look after your equipment, especially if you pay good money for it. Looking after your equipment will do you well. Will you be able to do a video on the prisons? Will you be able to do videos on the prisons around Australia? So, Trevor, that's something that I'm working on at the moment. Oi, Valium, you bloody sick fucking legend. When I was getting raided way back, I asked the coppers if I could take the cuff back and show my missus some Police brutality. They shook their head and, oh, that's hilarious, bro. It's funny you say that, right? Because I used to have this little badge that I bought from the Vic Market that said, help police, bash yourself. And so it actually looked like a police supporters badge, and I used to wear that to court. And so it had the police blue and white stripes on it, and it actually looked like a police supporters badge. But when you read it, it said, help Victoria Police, bash yourself. And I used to wear that to court. Stupid. Wouldn't mind one, to be honest. Tell us about my scariest ghost moment. All right, good question. So I was in Kyneton. So if you guys know where Kyneton is. So anyway, there's an abandoned 1800s building there that's been an asylum, a reformatory, a where people go with tuberculosis, whatever the fuck that's called. But it's been like an asylum, right? And so anyway, I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams what happened to me on that night. And it's all on video and it's all on my TikTok. And actually, I do have a YouTube, but I don't tell people about this. Big Biff's Haunted Stuff. If you have a look, you can see all my videos, yeah? One word, Big Biff's Haunted Stuff. I still have a YouTube. I don't post to it, but I put all my good content on there. But anyway, on this day, you'll see this on camera, right? So I used to wear this thing here. So this is what I wear when I walk around the city and stuff. Anyway, I bolt my GoPro to that, or I bolt my phone to that, and I stick it to my chest and I walk around. Generally, you can't see my face. You can just see my hands and hear what I'm saying, right? All done that on purpose. So you could see what I'm doing at all times. And so anyway, I'm walking. I walk into this room, and I kid you fucking not, there was like a 30-foot fucking pentagram on there, right? Burnt into the ground. So burnt straight through the carpet and burnt into the wood. So like massive. I'm talking, I could lay down in this circle and it would be bigger than me. It was fucking huge. It was in the main room of this building. And so anyway, I was walking, and then next thing you know, like felt like someone hit the back of my leg and I tripped over. And so everyone that was watching it live, because I turned around like that, said that they seen my equipment container lift up off the ground and hit me in the back of the leg, right? I didn't believe it. I was like, no fucking way. Anyway, it's on video on my YouTube. But this same night, I swear to God, on this same night, it's all on the video too, right? So I'm walking, and it's got like cathedral ceilings, and it's got skylights. And these skylights, there's like a skylight where the plaster is on the roof, and then there's the roof cavity, and there's a skylight on the roof, yeah? So on this day, I can't even explain how this would fucking happen, yeah? So I'm walking through, and as I walk through, I feel something, I heard like glass break, and then I felt something hit me on the head twice. So it was like tap, tap, one after another, just bang, bang, like that, right? I was like, what the fuck? And I look up straight away, and I can see, and I was looking at this skylight earlier saying, how crazy is that? You can see the moon through the skylight, right? There was no holes in this skylight. I swear to God, in the exact same spot on those both windows, there was a perfectly round bit of fucking glass on both bits that came straight down and hit me in the head right when I walked under it. And I was like, no way. And I've got my camera, and I'm climbing up on this fucking cupboard thing, and I'm showing everyone, like, look at that. That hole goes straight through both bits of glass, and it was like, poof, just blew my mind. And so if you guys Google this, Kyneton Asylum, Kyneton Abandoned Asylum, Abandoned Hospital, Kyneton Abandoned Building, you'll see that for a very long time, a lot of satanic behavior stuff went on in there. And yeah, that was probably one of my was, because I used to do it all live. I never used to film it and then post it. I would do it all live and then post my live footage. And so every one of my videos on YouTube, Big Biff's Haunted Stuff, is start to finish unedited video from start to finish. I actually had Mr. Paranormal. So if you guys know the Paranormal, Mr. Paranormal contacted me and asked if he could take a bit of one of my videos, because there's just no explanation for it. So I was in the abandoned asylum at Marupna. And so I'm walking through and I've got a light on my head, yeah? And so I turn like that and I've got the camera on my chest like this. And I say to everyone, look at that bush in front of me right now. And so everyone looks at my bush and you just see the bush in front looks at my bush. Everyone looks at the bush in front of me and says, no way. And I tell everyone, tell me in the chat what you see in that green bush. And everyone said the exact same thing. A white child with black eyes, right? I swear to God, a white child with black eyes. I walked over there, like I'm telling you, it looked that real to me. I thought it was a real child. And I was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here at 2 o'clock in the morning? And I'm tripping out thinking it's a real kid, yeah? And so I'm losing my shit trying to talk to this kid, trying to get through this window so I can go through this section to get to where this thing was, right? And so everyone's telling me, don't fucking go in there, bro. And I'm like, no, what if it's a real kid? And I go in there and it was gone. 100% disappeared. And I'm saying to everyone, like, you just seen what I seen, yeah? And so everyone's seen what I seen. And then out of that video, I posted that video, the whole video straight to YouTube. And that Mr. Paranormal, he's one of the biggest paranormal people on YouTube. He contacted me and said, can I please take a bit out of your video and I'll give you a shout out, rah, rah, rah. That was another crazy thing that happened to me. But another crazy thing that happened to me, my mum, if you guys know what SDs are, so SDs is when you put a blindfold on and earmuffs on so you can't hear or see nothing and you've got yourself plugged in. All you can hear is a spirit box. And so I'm asking my mum questions. She can't hear what I'm saying. She's away over there. And then on camera, you see my mum, right? You literally see this. So I'm asking my mum this question, and then you just see her jumper go like this. Look like something grabbed it. You see the corner of it literally on the video on my TikTok go like this. And like that. And my mum fucking jumped, bro. And even I shit myself. I was like, damn. But yeah, like literally on this video on my TikTok, you see my mum's jumper go like that and lift up and stays there. Hectic shit. I like a box with good spirit. Yeah, me too. Here's a spirit box right here. I've even got these fucking things. Got these too. I got everything. Cat balls. I got everything. All the paranormal equipment sitting right beside me right now. Look at this. Even got this. You know what this is? People say to me, how can you hold that, bro? Bro, you know what they say? They say you should never do this. Look at that. Right in the center of my pupil. Why do they say you should never do that? That's exactly what it is. It's a planchette. So I don't do seances anymore, but I used to. I do have a Ouija board. And this thing right here, if you don't know about the paranormal, this is scary to people, yeah? But this thing is just a bit of plastic. But when it's used for what it's used for, it's different. But people say you should never look through it like I just did because that's seen through your third eye and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I believe I've seen enough in my life to believe that there is something else out there. Oi, so Catholic people say to me all the time, I can't do that, I'm Catholic. Here's the truth, yeah? The people that taught people how to do this were Catholics. Yous are the people that brought out, what the fuck is it called? You know, when the priests come in and what are they called? There's that movie. It's the scariest movie in the world. It's got Reagan in it. What's it called? When priests go in to get demon exorcism, right? So if this is what I never understood, right? Catholics always say we don't believe in spirits. If you don't believe in spirit, why does the one holy thing you believe in called the Holy Spirit? I'm not bagging it out. I'm just saying this is what you guys say. And then you say you don't believe in spirits, yet you're the only people, the Catholic priests, that can go in and pull bad spirits out of people. If you don't believe it, why do you do exorcisms? Please, just answer that for me. And yeah, where's Father Isdale? You know what I mean? I done DMT in prison. Let me tell ya, I do not suggest that to anyone. I also did magic mushrooms about 4 times in prison. I don't suggest that either. At least DMT only lasts for about 5 minutes, but magic mushrooms, you're 24-hour tripping out fucking bad. Watch Martin Malici. Oi, have you seen that American prison show called Oz? I have, and let me tell you, that when that series was on, you could literally drop a pin in the prison when that was on because every single prisoner in the fucking state was watching that show. Oi, Oz is real, yeah. Let me tell you, don't go watch Oz unless you're ready to watch real jail shit. Like I'm talking, real jail shit, like American style. It's full on. Oi, shrooms was so funny locked up. I'll tell you how it came about. I was working in horticulture, which means you're allowed to go into every yard and fucking work on the garden and shit. And anyway, I was in this other yard and I noticed golden tops there. I was like, bro, look, golden tops. And so anyway, if you know, if you fucking kick the mushrooms around and that, they'll spread the spores and they'll grab more. So we took a couple of mushrooms and we spread the spores all over the gardens in our yard. And I'd only done mushrooms once before this year. And so this was the most tripped out experience. So at MRC, right, half the unit is carpet. And then when you come up to the screws desks on both, so the units kind of break off into 2 sides of the unit and the screws box right in the middle. But that screws box is surrounded by lino. And for some reason, when I was on mushrooms, I couldn't touch that lino. So for me to get from the lino out the front door, from the carpet to out the front door, one of my friends had to piggyback me over that lino because I didn't want to touch it. And on this day, we took the mushrooms and I was like, bro, this is shit. And we went up to the gym and we started playing tennis. And I remember we both started tripping balls right at the same time. And we're trying to hit this fucking tennis ball. Boof, 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 boof. And bro, it was just so funny. And then on the way back, me and my mate were tripping balls. There's like 30 of us up at the gym. No one knows we're tripping except for us. And then in the way back, they put 4 of us in this cell with someone who no one had ever seen in the prison before. And we're locked in this holding cell. We're supposed to be back in the unit. It was sus as. And this guy's just sitting there quiet. And I'm like, this guy's a cop for sure. You could just see the color in this place, the guy's face go out of the color in his face go. And everyone straight away agreed with me. Oi, the lino is lava. That's exactly right, bro. That's what I thought. Bro, it was moving and oh, fuck. Yeah, I couldn't touch it. Yeah. So anyway, that next morning, I swear to God, so they don't come and check the cells. They say they do, right? But the next morning, my mate comes in. And so at MRC, they have this channel, which is called the Relaxation Channel. It's 24 hours like rivers and waterfalls and fucking eagles flying in the fucking jungle and shit like that, right? So my mate comes in, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've got my nose on the TV like that, watching this thing. And like, yeah, I've just been watching it for hours. These fucking eagles and waterfalls and yeah, good fun. Yeah, look, I've seen people do some bad fucking shit on mushrooms, I must admit. I've seen one of my mates scrape nearly half of his face off. He's dead now, rest in peace, Peter Fry. But yeah, that guy was trying to climb under, like you hear those stories, yeah? He was trying to climb under, he stripped off naked and was trying to get under the line on the road. If you're not feeling it, you're not doing it properly, or it's not DMT. 100%. This is how it should hit you. One inhale, poof, gone. Aussie's great bedtime viewing. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do like. I'll tell you what. I am loving chicken kebabs right now. Fucking love them. Biff, did you have phones in prison? Yeah, so I've done a video on it. I'll do another one. So I had a phone which I called the Bum Phone Max, right? Which is these little phones what you can get on Temu and Wish. They're like little mini iPhones like that, right? Bang, got the C charger and everything. They're this big. Got everything an iPhones have got on it. And I used to call it like an iPhone Max, but the Bum Phone Max, because that's where you used to keep it. And that's how it came in. And that's where you keep the charger. People say to me, bro, where do you keep the charger? Well, where do you think you keep it? You keep it straight in your jail pouch. But when I say charger, it's not a charger like a freaking Android charger. It's like this big. It's like the original iPhone chargers that are tiny, you know? I should be traveling on it. Look, yeah. Yeah, the show Oz. Yeah, what Cyborg just said. If the show Oz doesn't scare you away from fucking prison, nothing will. Oi, Wes Watson's a dick. Oh, I was so close then. I nearly done it. Yeah, anyway. Oi, he is a pizza chip. I loved it when I done that video. Everyone picked up on what I was saying. He is a pizza chip. I'm not saying what you think I'm saying. I'm saying pizza chip. All right, thank you, Chris Demia. Thank you for joining. All right. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. I'm going to jump off in 3 minutes. I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining my live. As always, it's been fucking awesome. You guys, like I say it all the time, and I really mean it and I really believe it. Like, I really believe that we're building a fucking solid community here. And it's the most humbling feeling. I love coming here in the live. I feel very comfortable here with you people, and I just love what we're building here. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, it means a lot to me, you know that. No worries. Thank you guys. Bluetooth it. Boof. Give me one. Bluetooth it. Boof. 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 Everyone got to be Bluetoothing me knuckles right now. Boof. Oi, seriously, if you're that legend who's touching your phone right now, fucking love you guys. Cheers, Biffy. Love your work. Great to see you with the young boy too in the other video. In the car, TJ. Hey, I think TJ's older than me. Oh, you won that one. That's a 1v1 that you just won, TJ. Oi, everyone, thank you so much. I fucking love this chat. It is the best chat. We've got the best community on YouTube. We really do. Yeah, TJ's my big bro. I'm the little bro. Bloody hell. It's the wrinkles in my forehead, isn't it? I'm going to have to get on the what do you call that shit? Botox. No, I'm not really. I'm fucking not really. I would never do that. Oi. Night, brother. Cyborg, night, brother. Oi, everyone, thank you. And yeah, for you guys that want to continue this chat and our community, please join our Discord. And yeah, we will be gaming tonight. So anyone wants to jump in and have a game, tonight's the night. TJ, you're up, son. You're up. Oh, thank you, TJ, and thank you, Michael Chandler. Legends. Here's the truth. I wouldn't have found TJ without you guys. It was you guys that came to me in the chat and you said, would you do this with TJ? And here's the truth. I know TJ won't mind me saying this, but people said to TJ when he said he wanted to do a collab with me that Biff won't do it. You know what I mean? Well, Biff will do it. Biff will do it. Fuck yeah. Knuckles are there. Bluetooth at Chaos Crew. Bam. 100% new merch dropping tomorrow. Check out the merch store tomorrow. We've got to reach level 9. Trust me, you're going to love this fucking t-shirt I've made. Remember when you were a kid and someone did that? It was like, oh, wow. All right, guys, I am going to go. You guys are fucking legends. Thanks for being here. And as always, guys, do not do drugs and crime and you won't end up in prison. It's as fucking simple as that. You know what I mean? I'm not a preacher. I'm a prime example. If you do exactly the opposite of what I did, you should live a pretty good life. But you guys have been absolutely legends. As always, I'm going to fucking peace it out. We're out of here. Don't do drugs and crime and you won't end up in prison. We out.